My name is Renee Culp. My Tlingit name is Klugunk. I am from Glacier Bay via Huna. I currently live and work in Juneau, Alaska. I'm a community clinical psychologist with almost 30 years of experience working in the field. I'm currently employed with our tribe, Tlingit Haida, as a program coordinator of the Navigators. It's a culturally responsive program addressing the challenges our people face as survivors of generational trauma and historical trauma. The foundation of our program is relationships with our youth, with our families, with our team, our partners, our volunteers, and our community. We are only able to help our children navigate through their world with the trusting relationships that we build with them. First, briefly, I'd like to discuss the importance of relationships. We take a peek at the developmental relationships offered by the Search Institute. That's what we'll do first. There are 5 different elements of the developmental relationship. This visual identifies those elements: provide support, expand possibilities, challenge growth, express care, and share power. The third thing that we'll do is explore more deeply how this model builds transformative relationships as we explore 5 elements more closely. And then the last thing that I'll share with you is steps that you can take to start using these developmental relationship elements within your classroom and work that you do with youth immediately. Today, I'm going to share my thoughts regarding the importance of building meaningful and transformative relationships with youth as they navigate their world into adulthood. So I think we can just dive right in. Human beings are social animals. We need to be around each other to survive and to thrive. This pandemic has taught us many lessons, and one strong lesson we were reminded about, one that we had forgotten in our fast-paced world, are the benefits of meaningful relationships. And they're numerous and vital. Maslow's hierarchy of needs teaches us that psychological and safety needs come before love and belonging. We all know that without air and food, water, even safety can lead to death if we do not have these resources. Yet during this pandemic, the one thing that people sought out, even when our physiological and safety needs were compromised by the consequences of this virus, we sought each other out. We sought out other people, even at the risk of death. And so through the pandemic, I started to think about this differently. Is it possible that esteem and self-actualization are actually the sweet places that live outside of and beyond our traumas? This seems to be where we strive once we have navigated through our foundational hierarchy of needs. Throughout this pandemic, I can't help but reflect and think about, are we having a different human response when we are collectively dealing with trauma? Navigating and healing through trauma solo, in my professional opinion, is nearly impossible. We need each other like we need air, like we need water, and like we need safety. This pandemic reminded us we are social animals and we depend on connection. Within the work that I have done over the years, I have learned over and over, it's all about the relationship. I have the distinct honor of working within the small community of Alaska for nearly 3 decades. Alaska is the largest small state in our union, and I get the pleasure of interacting with many beautiful people I have helped along their journey. By creating meaningful relationships during this time, I have witnessed how leaning into the relationship is the transformative part for individuals. When using these elements, I also focus on Southeast traditional tribal values to help guide my intentions, thoughts, and actions. These values are ingrained within me. They inform just about every decision I make. It's important to know your value system as you're building relations with others. But what does this look like in the real world? How do we create transformative relationships when we have so many other things to focus on?